Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. That's fielded in the end zone. He juked him. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Watson on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to improve.
And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Yeah, he was the first back taken in the draft. Ended up going number 2 to the Giants, and there was never a doubt that he would be the first runner off the board. We just saw why. His ability with the ball in his hands to turn a nice little gain into something big. He makes plays no matter how you get him the ball.
Now this time Manning will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action. Now Manning steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a return will stop right around the 25. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
After the interception, here's Watson. And Anderson's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw on second is Watson. He's going to loft this one deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 29. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 42 yards.
Reset. Come back.
On first down, Watson. Pass incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. That'll bring up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Going for it. This is the fullback crunch. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now a handoff to Miller. And now running right through it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flushed out right. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On second down, here's Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
From midfield, here's Manning. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Eli, not something you see a lot, sporting the wheels and picking up the first.
Let's go.
Manning now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Whitney Merciless able to drop him for a loss of 4.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Snap comes at 1. Manning. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's always a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Muscling free near the 40, and he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long, and somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle it and get him on the ground short of the 1st down marker.
Flush to his right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a 1st down throw, Watson, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They begin with a run by Miller. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Come back, come back. Richmond. Green.
Watson. A quick hitter complete. It's Fuller. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Flex round.
And he's brought down after a good gain. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, those Giant fans, you know that they love seeing Saquon Barkley wearing their jersey, but it's interesting. He actually grew up a Jets fan.
Yeah, I wonder what his dad was thinking. What would Big Al was thinking on draft night? Had to be so happy for his son. But they grew up watching Jets games. Just sit together, watch it. In fact, Dad has a Jets tattoo.
Yes.
Okay, so that tells you about how much he loves that team. You think Saquon's going to fix that and make it a Giants tattoo?
Yeah, he wants to make that a Giants tattoo. That family, though, they fully converted. They're supporting the G-men. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The pitch goes to Barkley, and he's got some space here. There he goes inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Black 22! Richmond! Black 22! Come back, come back!
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson, quick pitch, complete. It's Fuller. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Come back, come back! Black 22! Black 22!
Watson looks to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
3rd and long, it's Watson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Josh Morrow able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go. You love pressure. I love it. We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Oh, yeah! Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Manning. It's caught, Shepard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving. Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now. A toss out to Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels? Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along? Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it? I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Now Stewart on 1st down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure. That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. A handoff to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Manning. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Manning now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go. Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Go ahead, cut.
Again, it's Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now he'll escape to his right. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now out comes Houston. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and goal from inside the 5. One last throw here for Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for the Giants, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Houston,